Hello everyone, this is Kuroku Speaks coming at you with another review, finally. I apologize that I've been gone for a week now. I haven't said anything in like a week, and I apologize for that. I've been busy. We got our puppy last week, and it's been very, very busy. There's been a lot of waking up at 7 in the morning to get up with the dog, and it's just been very occupied, to say in the least. So, yeah. But it's like 2 in the morning, so I'm gonna get to do a review. I'll probably only be able to get like one done today, sadly. So this weekend, or this week in general, there may only be like one review, and that's really sad because I wanted to be able to do a lot every week. But for the next little while, I think that I'll be doing maybe 2 at the most. Computer, please. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I'm having computer problems. I don't know what the hell. What the hell? So as I'm trying to get this up because it's not cooperating with me, I apologize. So for the first image I'm gonna be using, at least for right now, I'm gonna say that I'm gonna use it. Whether I actually use it or not, I don't know. But the first image that I intend to use for my my videos, it's a picture that was made for me, and it's actually of my new persona. And I really like my persona. It was made to me by Mia Lunaria, I think is how you pronounce it. I apologize if that's not how you pronounce it, but like, she made it for me and I absolutely love it. So I'm gonna try actually having images that relate to my persona from now on, at least for one image each, because like right now I only have like an icon and then a reference sheet with one picture that Mia drew for me. So I don't have much yet. Okay, I finally got it up. Today I'll be reviewing 2 OCs that are they're like a master and a proxy, and they are creepypasta OCs. So, alright, and I'm reviewing the, I guess, master, I guess is what you'd call her. I don't know what they're called or referred to. I only know that proxies are usually the servants. Okay. Some more info will be posted later, is the first thing. So that's okay. So it says that her name is Matition. Yeah, Matition. I'm gonna guess. Okay, so name Bree Cusley. For her last name, you might want to put how to pronounce it. Her age is 29 to 30. Nice. She's actually not 5. A little kid or a teenager. Personality: little to no emotions, but mainly feels anger, affection rarely, and sadness. Sociopath, over attaching. Disorders: Tourette's. Phrases: how many chain links does it take to kill a child? Sexual orientation: pansexual. Love interest: Phoebe the Dementor, belongs to someone on DeviantArt. Okay, well, first of all, and I'm sorry if I sound like tired or I sound like really low pitch. It's 2 in the morning here, so I'm trying not to talk too loud because, yeah, I have to get this done before 3. So, sociopathy isn't really a personality as much as it would be a disorder. So if she has sociopathy, it would be a disorder and not really a personality. Um, but mainly feels part, it just kind of, I don't think you really need that. Just little to no emotions except for a select few. Because, like, I mean, the only thing that I'm not really seeing is happiness. So, like, that's all you really would need to put. But then that wouldn't really be sociopathy because sociopaths don't feel much of anything. And I'm sure that there are degrees of sociopathy, but one, like, a major ones are like, but sociopathy would be a disorder and not really a personality. Her appearance is a gray sweater, black pants, and black sneakers. Mouth leaks blood, green eyes, brown hair, yellowish tan skin with zeros and ones engraved in the facial area, usually frowning. Weapons, a chain. So, then I'm guessing that she's some sort of, like, computer-based thing. Like, that's what it seems like, because, like, the ones and zeros, I think of like computer text when people try to like do things from computers, and they're usually like, that was like one coding was like 000111111. You're like, what? So that's what I'm getting, at least so far. Like, I haven't read the bio or anything yet, so I'm just guessing here. I don't think you need the usually frowning part though, because I think that, I mean, because usually appearance is just like what they wear, and then I guess, like, the facial part. But I think if you put the mouth leaks blood, you should put that, and then put you should put that you should put that the mouth leaks blood and ones and zeros are engraved in the facial area. Okay, background. She has always hated kids, or at least she had the stereotype that they were horrible, mainly because she was a supervisor for a detention room. But she found one good thing about her job, being able to see the math teacher whom she had linked onto, and loved him dearly, thinking that he liked her back, until he got engaged to another woman. After a couple of years, his wife had a baby, and in sadness she attempted hanging herself. However, she was stopped by the teacher that she had loved so dearly. In her thankfulness, thinking that he had second thoughts on his marriage with the other woman, she decided to hang his baby. He ended hating her from then on and called the police. Then she was arrested. In jail, she was raped, harassed, abused, starved, and so on, including her inmate cutting off part of her tongue. Eventually, she happened to escape, and trying her luck at attempting suicide, to seduce an officer who she had killed after they both got what they wanted. When she had finally returned to her hometown, she had engraved ones and zeros symbolizing the base 10 models because of her being in jail for 10 years. After this, she hunted him down and killed him and cut off one of his hands for his company when she was all alone. Targets are mainly children, but will kill an adult if needed. I don't really understand. Like, okay. I'm lost. Because it went from her being madly in love with a guy, hanging his baby, and then getting arrested, to seducing people and rape and death and what. Well, first of all, it really is it, because, like, if she hated kids, why why would she keep her job as a detention supervisor? Like, that doesn't make much sense. It doesn't. It really doesn't. I don't understand what exactly the point is there. I mean, like, I know that some people can't get better jobs, and maybe you should like kind of hint towards that. Like, she has nothing better to do. She didn't have any other choice of job, so she was stuck being like a teacher or a detention teacher or something. But I mean, other than that, there was really no reason for her to stay other than for the guy that she liked so much. However, I feel like that sounds really rushed, because it was like, oh, she was in love with him, so then he went and got married, and then he helped her not commit suicide, so then she killed his baby. Like, I don't understand. But why did she kill his baby? Like, that really doesn't make... I mean, she's obviously got something mentally wrong with her, but it doesn't make much sense, because it's like, I understand, okay, she thought maybe that he truly did love her because he didn't try to, or he like tried to help her. He tried to make sure she didn't kill herself, so he was helping her, you know, and I mean, that makes sense. But it just, like, the hanging the baby part doesn't make much sense, in my opinion, because it's just like, oh, instead of killing myself, I'll just kill your baby, and then you'll love me, right? So maybe kind of work on that a little bit, because I'm not really understanding what that is. I feel like in jail she was raped and stuff. Like, I know, like, a lot of people are like, oh, if they're raped then they're Mary Sue. That's not what I feel, but that is a very, very, very touchy subject. And I mean, no, it's not like, it's not something that does happen in jail, but maybe instead of saying that, just say she was very miserably, treated in jail, because people can kind of let their imaginations run wild, and then maybe they'll get more ideas of their own. I actually just got done watching a movie where a girl was in her house and she was raped. And it's a very, the subject itself, even for people who have not had that happen, it's very nerve-wracking, and it hits you very hard, and it's a very, very touchy subject. And especially the way that people portray the character afterwards, because in my opinion, I don't think she would really be seducing someone if she had already, been raped, because usually rape victims most often are not very sexual. Like, they don't really want it as much, because usually the experiences they've had are painful and dirty and terrible and stuff like that. I don't know, that's just my opinion. I'm very sensitive in that area, and I mean, I've never had anything like that happen, but it's like one of those, like, the biggest fears of mine kind of thing, like that, and people breaking into my house. Like, I'll stay up until the break of dawn sometimes, because I'm such a paranoid person. So I don't know, I just think it's a sensitive subject. I'm sorry. To be honest, I think when you say that she's engraving stuff, I feel like maybe instead of doing it when she gets home, maybe she can't, like, she gets so wrapped up in being locked away in jail that she uses her nails and starts cutting into her face with her nails to show how many days she'd been there. So you know how like when they do it on the walls with chalk and they'll kind of chalk out each day that they're trapped there? Maybe she does it with her nails onto her skin. Because if you think about it, she could technically sharpen her nails enough to where it would be extremely sharp. And I'm pretty sure if she killed a baby, the death, or the, not death sentence, but the sentence would be a lot longer than 10 years. Like, I'll look it up now. I'm curious, because, like, I don't know for sure. So, I don't know. Yeah, because see right here, it says that someone was sentenced for 20 years in prison because she killed a 6-week-old baby. Yeah, so it seems like there's one that's like 90 days. So yeah, they're usually, oh no, that's 90 to trial, I'm sorry. But, yeah, they're usually longer than just 10 years, especially, like, murdering babies. So maybe lengthen it. You don't have to do, like, maybe 20 years, but maybe do, like, 15 or something, just to kind of make it a little more realistic. And to be honest, the reason why she kills, like, I don't really get why she kills children. I mean, I know she's annoyed by them, but maybe, for, like, an idea, maybe what happens is, the man has been married for a few years, so his kid is a few years old, and then that's when she goes to try to kill herself, and the one guy rescues her, but she of course wants to be with him, but she thinks that he's only with his wife because of the child. So in turn, she goes and kills the child to free the man from his crazy, obviously unloving wife. And then it turns out that he wasn't actually miserable in his marriage and instead gets horribly angry and hates this woman because she killed his son or daughter or whatever. And then, so she starts killing children because she feels like it's their fault that she didn't get to be with the guy that she loved. I'm just pitching ideas because right now it doesn't really make much sense in my opinion. And I mean, I'm not saying like, oh, this is horrible, you obviously have no chances of making a good character. I'm just saying that, like, maybe try to make things more like pieced together, because right now it just sounds like, oh, she hates children, so she starts killing them for no reason. And I mean, that is a logical reason for a lot of really crazy people. But okay, I'll get on to Divise. Name, Brooke Hunt. Her other name is Divise. Her age is 17. Her personality is rude, quiet when around Matition, and unstable. Her disorders are none. She is a proxy for Matition. Her personality is extremely short. You need to lengthen that out, because, like, Matition's was longer a little bit. I mean, like, usually people put, like, hostile when speaking to certain types of people, or extremely loyal to certain types of people, things like that, so that it can lengthen it out. Okay, her looks. Long black hair, pale skin, brown eyes, neck and face have carvings. Okay. Subtraction symbols on her neck, addition, multiplication, and division symbols on her face. Ripped, pale yellow dress. Country of origin, Germany. Backstory. She was one of Bree's students, and one that she honestly kind of liked. And when Bree was wanted by the police, she ended up covering her tracks and kept her whereabouts a secret. When Bree became curious as to why the police hadn't found her yet, she found Brooke wandering around and looking for something. Then Bree found that Brooke was helping her, and Brooke offered to help her while she was on the run. That Brooke honestly has nothing to her. Like, Brooke, why did she carve stuff on her face? Why is she helping the teacher? Why is she doing what she's doing? I don't understand. You left so much empty plot holes. What? There are many plot holes in this because, first of all, she hated children. Bree did. Second of all, there's no explanation as to why Brooke has all these things carved into her face. Her backstory says nothing really behind Brooke. It's just Brooke was helping Bree, so Bree said, "Yo, you can be my proxy." That's just about it. Like, why was Brooke so willing to help Bree? Did Brooke even know what Bree had done? Why was Brooke covered in these cuts? And is Brooke even alive? Are either of them alive? I feel like you really don't explain anything as to why they are the way they are and why they act the way they do. And there's a lot of plot holes in this. And I'm not saying the OCs are bad or anything. But to be honest, when I first saw Bree, I thought she was supposed to be chainmail. Like, you know, those chainmail links where they're like, if you don't send this to like 5 other people, you'll be murdered in your sleep. I honestly thought of that when I saw her. I didn't think of anything else. But maybe with Devise, you could say that, like, she was obsessed with you could say that she was obsessed with being really good at math. Like, you know, like some people, their parents are like, "Oh, you're gonna be good in this specific class." Like, you know, those kind of people. Maybe her family, like, violently, kind of like, not violently, but they forcefully kind of were like, "Oh, you know, you're gonna be in this area, you know, you're gonna be good at math, you're gonna be really great at math," and they kind of like forced it on her. So in turn, she became extremely she kind of like embedded herself into her work for that specific subject. And so maybe she started to go off her rocker, and in turn she went and cut the marks into her, like, "Oh, addition, multiplication," you know, just started like freaking out and losing it because, you know, her parents wanted her to be so good at math or something. Other than that, I really don't know what I can offer. I feel like there's really not enough to go off of. And I don't know. I think, like, maybe if you redo it and you give me more information to go off of with more details and a lot more emphasis on the OCs, maybe I can review them better. But right now I'm going off of, like, very small amounts of information. You really need to work on your bio length, because the bio length is extremely short and it only gives me a very small amount of information to go off of. And that's actually really hard for me to work with. I guess that's really all I can offer right now. I hope that maybe some of this will be of help to you, so you'll be able to understand like where I'm coming from. And I'm not meaning any of this to be hostile, so I'm sorry if I sounded mean or anything. I'm just speaking in general because I mean I feel like they have potential, but you're not really giving them anywhere to go right now. Gosh darn it, computer. But yeah, you're not really giving them anything to do right now. So it's just kind of like, oh, she's crazy. She cut a bunch of stuff into her face, and then she went and got a proxy. So, yeah, I think that's all I can say for right now. So just work on that, and I'll try to maybe re-reviewer them later if you can add some more bio stuff and kind of work on them and fix them up and stuff. So if you would kindly do that, that would be nice. Thank you. So I think that's all for this review, at least. So I hope you'll have a great day, night, afternoon. I will try to get another review done sooner than I did this one. And I believe that's all. With that, I will see you in the next video. Kuroku out.